up guys, it's your boy Chris and welcome back to another video. In this video, I think I'm just gonna show you guys how I edit my videos cause I don't know. I feel like, well, it's not that I feel like, it's more like my friend, she came up to me, right? And she was like, "Hey yo, Chris, how the hell do you know, like, how do you edit your videos the way they look, the way they are?" And I told her, I'm like, "Yo, it's actually ShareFactory that I do it with." And then she was like, "I just ShareFactory," and I was like, "Yeah, it is." And she was like, "But how do you make it look so crisp and clean? Like, it looks like a good YouTuber has done it the right way." I was like, "Thanks for the compliment, but if like, each time I tell her, okay, this is how you do it, so on and so forth, it's more like you're telling it and they won't remember it. So, and on top of that, you're basically only helping one person. So instead, I'm like, why help only one person when I can help my subscribers and everybody else? So, in this video, what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna show you how I edit a video. It sounds confusing, but you know, this is how I actually do it. So what I do is, I don't know if you guys are gonna see the home screen, but when you go to your PlayStation store, you search up Share Factory, right? Download it. It's a free application. Download it, let it download, install, do what it gotta do, and then, so let's say you first launch it, you pop up in this screen. You have your videos, photos, your animated GIFs, social, so on and so forth. You can import your stuff. Like, they even have their own themes. If you import your stuff, they, like, for example, music and stuff. You can import videos, so on and so forth. So let's say I wanted to import a video, it would tell you to insert your USB drive, format it, well, have it in this way, like it have the share factory, a share factory folder. Inside that share factory folder, have a videos folder, and then same thing with images and so on and so forth. So what I would do is I would have a share factory folder. Inside that share factory folder, I would have my videos, music, and images. I would have it like that, and I, whenever I need to, I just import it. But that's only if you're gonna import stuff that you created on, like, your computer, I'm assuming. And then, but when it comes to the actual editing part, you go to here, new project, and then they have these selected themes. I think I got, what is it? It was these three right here, the three that are on the top. And I think it's this one too, the Watchdogs. All I know is that I got these three from the PlayStation Store, because they have a various amount over there. So I'm just gonna go with the simple PlayStation 4 theme, and then, like, right off the bat, what they do is you have your PlayStation intro that they create for you, a PlayStation title, an outro, and a stinger. So the intro, it goes a little bit like this. So yeah, that's the intro. This is the title. So what it actually does is, in the middle, it puts your profile pic. The top, I believe, puts your name. I'm not sure. And then the bottom puts your gamer tag. I'm not, one of the other, one of those two. And then the outro is just this. This is the clip. So to be honest, what I do normally is I do this. I click X on the stinger, intro, title, and outro. But that's only if you don't have one. I I recommend, That's the way I do it. Then I add my intro, and for example, let's see what clip I'm gonna use. Okay, let's see. This one. I'll use this one. So and then I click this. What happens is you see the numbers on the box, like where you see where I'm highlighted off, where it says video.mp4. That one, and then the check mark. That one signifies the place and order, and then that two signifies also the place and order. So for example, one, which means it's gonna be at the beginning. That's the first video clip they're gonna drop in, and that's the second one they're gonna drop in. And then when you're done picking all your videos and all your clips, you click square. You could rename the project if you want. For the sake of this, I'm just gonna name it tut, or not even. I'm gonna just name it tutorial, so that way you guys understand. There we go, tutorial. Continue. It processes it, and then this is this is your clip. This is a whole raw footage. So I have 15 minutes and 9 seconds of raw footage. So this is what happens. So when you're playing, so you appeared in this screen. You're like, Chris, what do I do now? You have no clue because you're looking at all these functions on the bottom, and you're like, it's all frightening because you don't know what to do. Same with the clip. You see them all split up and so on and so forth. You're like, I don't know what to do. But don't worry, I got you guys. I'm gonna drive you through step by step what each thing, each little thing does. So from starting from left to right, from okay, so X, when you click it, wait, hold up, yeah, okay, yeah, X, when you click it, does this function. It adds. That plus signifies add. So you could add a clip, you can add screenshots, add a second track, add music, you can add overlay, filters, layout, and transitions. So and then for the transition, oh crap. For the transitions, they have cinematic, dissolves, and wipes. I'm actually gonna show you the one I use, like show you some of the ones I use. So that's one. I'm show you again. But without wasting time, it all depends on your personal preference. So the layout, I actually don't even use layouts. Oops. Layout. All right. I'm back. Okay, so what you guys should understand for X, when you click X, it's adding stuff. So like filters and stuff like that. I don't use filters or layouts. Overlays, you have this type of stuff. You have text, the different types of fonts. Obviously, that's the one on the left where I'm hovering over is all large. So the left column is large, medium in the middle, small on the right, and then this is where your imported images, if you imported any. I currently haven't. And then the theme stickers. So like the theme I picked is the PlayStation 4. So it's gonna give me PlayStation 4 stickers. But if I was to pick a different theme, they would give me different stickers. So, but then these are the other stickers. Sorry, I'm going a little bit too fast. These are these two right here that I'm going back and forth on. This is your avatar, and then this is the profile pic that you add with the PlayStation app. I sometimes use this, like I put it in my on the right corner as a watermark sometimes, and then the rest of these are just plain stickers. You could use them if you want, but that's up to you. You guys got to be creative with your content. So like I use these sometimes, most of the time. I use the like and subscribe. So like what I like to do is I like to say, for example, don't forget to like and subscribe. When I say the word like, I try to make the sticker like pop up, and then the same thing with the subscribe, so that way it pops up and it looks fluent and all even at the same time. These are arrows if you like to like explain and show and emphasize things. That's it for the stickers. Well, for the overlay, music, these two right here, going back and forth on, are music that I imported. The rest of these are like, I'm assuming, I think, yeah, they're like theme music. Cause I'm not sure if each theme has different music. Um, and then track 2, you have record video, which I can't go on because I don't have a PlayStation camera. You have record audio, and then add clip. So record audio, what it basically does is like it gives you like, see it says commentary will start in, and it gives you a 5-second rundown, so that way you can prepare yourself, clear your throat, do what you gotta do, so before you start the clip and video. So I'm actually gonna give you guys a little example. Oh, hold up, not on that. This is a test commentary to show that the voice and me combined together with the clip to so that my viewers can understand. So this is it does this little track right here, this little clip of my voice, which I'll play back for you guys. This is a test commentary to show that the voice and me combined together with the clip to so that my viewers can understand. So see that little clip right there. Now let's say you somehow, you have a deep voice like I do, right? And every time you speak on the mic, it's low, and it's hard for you to it's low, and you can't hear yourself, and you don't want it to sound bad. So, and you did a voiceover like this. So what I do is I go to I go to the clip, right? I press square, which is that has the little wrench icon on the bottom left. And then you have these options. You have split clip, trim, move, and delete. And then you have the volume. So I go to volume, and then you have this volume rocker right here. See? It goes from 0% to 200%. By default, it is at 100%. in the middle. See? So let's say 100% isn't cutting you. So what I do, I raise it. Normally I do like 125. I raise it by acronyms of 25. But for the sake of this, I just do 150, right? And then I would replay it. I replay it back, and I'll listen to it. This is a test commentary to show that the voice and me combine together with the clip to so that my viewers can understand. So yeah, I would replay the clip, listen to it. If I'm still not satisfied on how it hears and how it sounds, I redo the thing. I just keep on adding and adding to where I get satisfied, and then when I'm satisfied that it's loud enough, I leave it like that. And then moving. Let's go to moving clip. See? Okay, so let's say you click square, you click move clip, and then you're like, I can't move it with the stick. That's because you're supposed to move it with the right stick. Right stick, you move. You move it anywhere you want, but you can't move it past this this point over here, like where the 0, 0 is at. You can't pass that, and you can't pass the end of your clip. You can adjust it as so, and then, but that's, that's the audio. That's for track 2. Screenshots, if you have any screenshots, you could click on them. Add a clip. Let's say you so badly forgot a clip. Let's say I forgot this one. Click. I would click on it, then I click add clip. I normally don't even use that, and then it adds it to the end of the clip. But let's say it wasn't meant to be at the end of the clip. You click square, move, and then you have that move clip again, right? And then you notice you have L1 and R1. L1 is just to squeeze it, like it moves it to the other end of the clip. So like, let's say you have a clip, a long clip that's cut into multiple pieces. If you click L1, it'll go to the nearest piece, and it'll just keep on moving and moving and moving. So for my sake, I have like, I have this, see, this intersection right here, and then if I was to click L1, have this intersection right here. So if I was to go to this clip right here where I have the pink outfit, and I click it, it goes in between this, it goes here and this, it goes in between. But if I click it R1, if I have a clip on the right side of this one, it'll go in between that too. And then, yeah, that's about it for the X command. Square, let's move to square. Square has a lot of things that could come in clutch if you use it the right way. For example, time bender. Let's say, hold up. Okay, so let's say this part right here. I'm casually running, right? So with time bender, what I would do before I go to time bender is I'll go to split clip. Split, you click on split clip, and now the buttons change a little bit. X is to split. So see, when I click X, it gives me the option split clip with a question mark. If I click square, it's gonna ask me delete clip. So X is to confirm that that's the spot where you wanna, execute the split. If you don't want it, just click square. It just deletes the whole thing. L2 I don't use too much because it just snips it, which I don't see the point. And then, so let's say I decide I want to split this. I click split on this point, and then I do it right here. I split this end too, and I'll see I have multiple clips. So after I split the clips, what I would normally do is I go to time bender, and now you have various time speeds. If you at default it has at 1 time speed. If you go to 2 times, it's fast forward. Same thing with 4 and 8. If you go backwards, like half, 1/4, and 1/8, it's going in slow motion. So I'm gonna show you how it looks in 2 times speed, but I normally put it on smooth so that way it has a smooth effect on its fast forward, so that way when it fast forward it doesn't look choppy. So this is how it looks when it's fast forward 2 times. So there you go. There goes that 2 times speed in smooth. But you guys might have noticed something. He's going in fast forward, but you hear like noises and squeakiness in the back. But that's okay. I got your back with that. You just click square, go to clip volume all the way in the right corner, and then just simply just do this. Put the volume to 0. And then when you go right here, listen to it. See, you have no squeaky noise. You have nothing to annoy you. Just have it muted. What I do, I just click X, and there comes that add music function. I just add the music right there, cut the music right here, trim it, do what I gotta do. But for the sake of this, I'm not. Oh, what? Not to mention, back to that music. When you click on the music like I did, we have these functions: split music, trim music, move music, delete, the volume of it, the fade in and fade out. So let's say, considering that we're already doing time bender, I split it right here, right? I click square. So yeah, I click X right here, because at the end of it, click X, splits that. Click square, delete, bam. Now, see, we have a fast forward part with music in the background, so that way it's not so quiet, and this is how it sounds. See, it sounds crisp and clean, and then audio back into motion. Now, let's say you're doing something and it doesn't sound right, that the music just pokes in and barges in, and you want it to like fade in smoothly. Easy. Go click square, fade in. Put it for how long you want. Max is 5 seconds. Normally, depending on how I feel, put it for 1 second, most likely 1.5 or 2 seconds, the max. I'm gonna do 1 second right here. So when it goes, that nice transition of a fade. Now, let's say you want the same effect for the fade out. You want the same effect for the fade out? Click square, fade out. Put the same time frame as you did for the beginning. So let's say you put 1.5 for the fade in, do 1.5 for the ending. Or if you want to like jumble it up a little bit, 1.5 in the beginning, 1 at the end. Or same thing, 2 seconds in the beginning, or 1.5 at the end, or 1 second at the end. It's up to you guys. So that's how it sounds when it fade in. And then when I get to the end, it fades out nicely. So out of that music section, alright, next. Okay, so we did time bender, we did split, trim. Let's test out trim. See how everything looks. I don't know how to explain trim too much because I don't use trim. But move clip is the same thing as if you were to move music and stuff like that. Delete is the same. Clone, That's an interesting one. See? Click clone, it instantly just clones it. So the same clip pops up twice. It's like duplicating. So I'm just gonna delete this one. Alright, so overlays. When you click on overlays, same thing as the other ones. Just add overlay if you want to. Just back out of that. Um, music. You could click edit music if you want to like edit it out, edit anything, edit track 2 if you want. The last but not least, the pan and zoom. Alright, so let's say I want to pan into, well, let's not do it on the fast forward part. Let me see, let's look for something. I'm gonna look for something to zoom in on. Alright, right here. Let's say I want to zoom into this watch. Give you a second. Alright, let's say I want to zoom in to that. Those names right here that pop up on the public session of this of GTA. Let's say I want to zoom into the names. So I click square, pan and zoom on the top right corner. I click on it. I zoom in as much as I want. With the left stick, the right stick you pan around. So I'm zooming in. So there, I zoomed in all the way 300%. Panned it to where I want. Click OK. And then bam. But one thing I should probably mention, split the clip before you do it. Because if not, this is what you're gonna get. So, apologies if I mentioned it late, and if you already done it, split split the clip before you do it. Like me, see, learn from the mistake. Split the clip. You don't want to end up like this. So yeah, split your clips before you do it, so it won't end up looking like mine, and then you have to do extra work. So I got a pan out. Maybe that might do something. There you go. Cause and then you're gonna have to do that. I mean, if you zoomed in already, you panned in already and did what you had to do, and you know it kind of screwed up your video, just zoom it back out, so that way, and then when you're done doing with zooming in, panning what you had to do, it comes out like this. See, fluid motion keeps running, nothing stops. So there goes for the X and A and square. Okay, so we have our clip is starting to come out the way we like it. Let me add a couple transitions, show you how it looks. So transition, see. I'll use this one. It's important to remember what transition you use, so that way you don't have 50 different transitions in one video, making your video look like quacky and weird. So there you go. Alright, so circle. Circle, all it does is just backs things out. So whenever you're stuck in something, just click circle, it backs you out. So for example, let's say I'm editing a music, right? I'm editing music, and then I'm done with editing music. Circle. All it does backs things out. It's a press play so that way you can see how the clip is going. Let me back up so that way. Okay, so let's say you wanna let's say you use time bender, and or you use a transition and you wanna see how it looks with your time bender, with your time lapsed clip. You click R2 and then bam, see? You click R2, it presses play, transition goes through, time lapse happens, music comes into play, all those working into one thing. And see, it looks all nice. Blurs through, bam. You probably don't want to do a blur out like that, especially if it's on the same clip. I would just, for example, let me just put up. So, see, now we have a new button, transition. You can click delete transition, so that way when it's done, it just smooths through. So, what's else? So R2, so X is to add, squares to fix, and circles to back out. R2 is to press play. Now your touchpad, it's like, so okay, so let's say you're scrolling through a video on YouTube, right? And you wanna scroll to go fast forward or backwards. Treat your touchpad, just treat the touchpad as if it was to do that. So, and then your right stick goes left and right as well, but it goes a little bit slower than your touchpad. Touchpad goes depending on how fast your finger goes. Your D-pad, your left and right, it goes in slow motion to get the precisions. So it gets precision touches, so that way everything comes on point. L1 and R1 goes to the beginning of each clip, left and right. L2 zooms, doesn't zoom in, it goes full screen. And then the options button gives you these four options. Gives you the save project, export to clip, to gallery. You could generate a thumbnail out of that, or view help, which essentially just launches that web to give you help. And that's about the options that there is. So let's say you finish your clip, right? And you finish editing, did all your hard work, you did what you have to do. Now, you have two things. You can either press circle, where it says exit project, and have these four icons stare at you, and you figure out what you're gonna do. You can either share to the share video and then exit, or you could save the video to your gallery. You could save the project on SHAREfactory, and then it'll exit. Or let's say you weren't satisfied at all, you just exit without saving. But there's a quicker method. Let's say you just finish editing your video and you wanna share it immediately to the web. There is that triangle button on the right screen, the right side of the screen. You click on that, the triangle. So yeah, what it does when you click triangle, it resumes. Well, it doesn't resume. It pauses your gameplay, your gameplay recording, and then it starts rendering your video. And then from there, you could just wait till it renders. And then after it renders, it gives you an option to where you want to post it. You could post it to YouTube. I think you could post it to Facebook and Twitter. And then there's other places as well that you could post it, but those are like the three top that come up to my head. You could do those, and that's about it, guys. That's how I edit my videos. I use SHAREfactory. Now let's say I wow, save. Let's say I save project, right? I just save it, and these are all my projects. I have them all right here. Now, one thing I should mention is it's important label your clips, because that's clearly something I don't do. Like, for example, this one's name is PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4. Each and every single one of them is called PlayStation 4. Unless you change the name like this one. Like, I use PlayStation 4 for this one too. I just named it different. This is the Watch Dogs theme. This is the SHAREfactory sample that they give you when you start off SHAREfactory. This is the Dreadnought theme. Excuse me. Oh my god. But let's say you got here and you're like, I forgot to change the name of my project. You can and you have two, well, in my case I have multiple that they look the same. You click on one, loads, and then you look at the clip real quick. Alright, this is tutorial one, and then you click, and then I click on this one, and I'm like, alright, this is the Metal Gear Solid clip that I post, the video that I posted a while back. Well, that I posted earlier, and I want to distinguish. Okay, one is with this one is that, the other one is that. So I click options, and then I have the options to rename my project, duplicate project, delete, or view for help. What I would do is I would click tutorial, I would click project, like to rename it, and name it tutorial, and then bam, see, changed. Now I know the difference between this one and that one. I know that this one's my tutorial, and I know that this is my PlayStation one. But I could also name this one too. If I wanted to get specific, I could name this one Metal for short, or just write out the full Metal Gear Solid. And now I know that this was my tutorial, this is my Metal Gear Solid clip. Now, that's it, guys. That is the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to hit a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions on this video. I'll be sure and happy to answer to any of them. So that's how I edit my videos. If you guys did enjoy, you already know what to do. It's been your boy, and I'm signing out.